Hi, Eva. Today I'm going to talk about the Learn Here, Lead Anywhere integrated digital marketing campaign I've devised for the J. Cairn School of Business and Economics. Just with regards to the postgraduate market at the moment, we currently haven't segmented the market at all. So we're really targeting anyone coming from undergraduate degrees or anyone looking to do a postgrad. So for this campaign, I've split it up into the domestic and international market. So looking at those two markets briefly, in the domestic market, we've seen an increase in the number of female students studying in NUI Galway. And we currently have more female than males, and we're the only university in Ireland to have so at postgrad level. In the international market, trends such as Brexit and the US presidential election are pushing students away from studying in those countries and to countries such as us, New Zealand, and Australia. In terms of brand perception in those markets, they're very different. In the domestic market, affordability is favoured. In the international market, low fees are interpreted as a low quality of service. So the messaging that we devise for both are going to have to be very different. Just very briefly, two buyer personas that we need to take into consideration when devising our advertising targeting. So we have postgrad poly in Ireland and international IGNA in the Indian market, which we will target specifically with this campaign. So in terms of the age, the gender, very important here is the locations for targeting. So I've identified the key areas in both countries where we would be recruiting the most students from. An introduction then to the campaign, what's the value proposition? Well, the primary objective of the campaign is to attain early increased applications and acceptances of offers from students in the domestic and international markets through incentives. And I'll speak about those in a moment. So the USPs that we want to focus on, the only business school in Ireland to have more female than male at postgrad level. We've the largest percentage of international students in an Irish university, and we want to shed a significant spotlight on past graduates who have excelled in their careers, females and international students in particular. So the value proposition, the messaging, the offer that we've devised for both markets are very different. So in the domestic market, the offer is accept your offer before March 1st to have your fees reduced by 5%. And this works for students who favour affordability. So the landing pages that students will be brought to will have the terms and conditions. They're conversion oriented. So they have information on accommodation, news, etc. Email call to actions to sign up will be there. Social media icons, blogs, videos, links to Google Hangouts. In the international markets, it's a small bit different in terms of the messaging. So we're giving international students the opportunity to become a university scholar. So they'll receive a discount from their fees, but they need to fill out an application form to submit with their main application. Now, but having a scholarship with international students is extremely popular. They love when they can say to their friends and their family, I'm a university scholar. There's a certain element of prestige associated with that. So they're the two offers that I've devised. So in terms of the search campaign, so the PPC campaign will manage, match, and optimize keywords, ad copies, and landing pages to make sure we develop the most cost-effective quality score that we can. Why would we use search display? It's scalable, measurable, it's flexible. It's going to allow us to customize our campaigns to our particular needs, hyper targeting the audience that we want to reach the most. We can take factors such as time of day, language, browsers, and device types into consideration. It's faster than SEO. We're going to start accumulating impressions and clicks more immediately. SEO will be more long term for us. And all of our competitors are doing it. You can't even Google MBA NUIG without the UL ad popping up. So just in terms of the search strategy then, so the search volume for keywords that students will be looking for our courses and our program is huge. HR Masters, for example, had 90 million organic searches in the UK market on the Google UK, but the keywords can be very expensive. So part of our trick is going to be finding the right keywords at the right price to make sure our cost per click isn't too expensive. So the average at the market, according to WordStream, is 1.74 for search and 0.4 for display. It's just a very quick sample ad that I made as well that's going to grab your attention because not a lot of universities will be implementing this tactic. In terms of display advertising, we want to make sure that our ads are on web pages and so forth. So skyscrapers, MPUs, we're going to have ads in every type of format, as this is critical due to the fact that some websites will only support one format. On the display network, we're going to have keywords and teams that are going to get our ads up and running on the display network and help match our ads with relevant display websites. We're going to have utilize managed placement, so have our ads where we want them to be. We're going to have ads in every format. We're going to have ads that are simple and visual. So WordStream found that image ads had 0.31 click-through rate as opposed to zero point 0.2 for text ads. We want to exclude negative placements, and we want to have a URL builder so we can track exactly which ads are bringing students where. So these are just a few examples then of websites where we hope to have our ads placed in the Irish domestic market. Then in terms of remarketing, so the remarketing is a powerful tool for us because it allows us to stay connected with our target audience even after they've left our site. So remarketing will be essential to nurture warm leads that have come onto the web page and our landing pages. So the landing pages that we design are going to be specific to the subject area that students are searching for. Dynamic marketing will be installed on course pages, so they'll be hit with ads specific to the course that they were looking for, and remarketing will be incorporated with our blog and our YouTube as well. In terms of Facebook advertising, it's going to be very specific in terms of targeting. Now, in terms of the domestic market, we're going to be targeting internally, so those who have already followed us and liked us on Facebook, and those in the external market, so in Ireland. Then in the international market, then so for India. So tracking code will be on the website, will allow for conversion monitoring. A/B testing will be used on ad formatting to optimize ads. Accompanying content will be published during this time to support these advertisements, and I'll touch on content marketing in a moment. Optimization is key for all of these different areas. So in terms of the clicks and the page views that ads are getting, the impressions that are generated, the keywords that are working, the cost per click, the click-through rate, the ad copies, what's working, what's not. Optimization is going to be conducted on a continuous basis. Email marketing. So then email signatures will be secured through the call to actions on the landing page and the JCarns homepage. And from this, we'll implement an automated conversion-oriented communication cycle. So there'll be an email about NUI Galway, about the JCarns, about the specific offers relevant to particular students, and a reminder to students to make sure that they've signed up. Or apply to avail of these offers. So an email will be sent to international agents as well, and they're responsible for sending 80% of our students our way. In terms of content marketing, videos, Google Hangouts, blogs, infographics will be used. There'll be no media agencies used as part of the campaign. We'll do everything internally, and we have the resources available to do so. So in terms, the process will start very early in the academic year. First, a guarantee we have that we're filling the courses. Second of all, for international students, it's extremely important that they apply early so that they can apply for their visa, for loans, those different key areas. So in terms of how the budget's going to be broken up, it's heavily going to be invested into Google AdWords. So in our search display, our display, and our remarketing efforts. We're also going to invest money in the Facebook advertising in terms of the campaign burst that we run for our current students, our current followers, for the domestic and the international market, and email. So we're going to pay for, so we have email marketing automation, we're going to pay MailChimp. How are we going to measure the key performance indicators? Ad clicks, increased web pages, social media following and engagement, blog analytics, email analytics, video views, click-through rate, cost per click, the overall reach. In the international market, we're also going to be able to monitor how many students download the Scholar application form at that event. The long term is how it's going to affect the number of offer acceptances by March 31st when compared with the year prior. And in the international market, how many students submit application forms alongside the main applications. So thanks very much for listening, Aoife, and for teaching such a great module. And brilliant. That's fantastic. Thank you.